Welcome friends to my Fairytale ASMR. Tonight I'll be reading from our usual 365 storybook collection, and we have two very interesting stories today. Well, one is very interesting. It's writing a poem from Alice in Wonderland. I think it's a poem. And Aladdin. I love Aladdin. Abu's Blues. So let's get started. Writing a poem. One day in Wonderland, 𝓛𝓸𝓿𝓮 and 𝓛𝓸𝓿𝓮 decided to write a poem about writing poems. So they put their heads together and set to rhyming. So you want to write a poem? You do. Is that true? Writing poems is easy to do. Sun rhymes with fun, do rhymes with shoe, and sounds like brand, and others words too. Bed sounds like net, that one's no sweat. Many a word will rhyme with day, like hay and say, and even bouquet. Words with long E sounds are always a cinch. Bean tree and sweet pea and flea in a pinch. But then there are toughies like cousin and buzzin'. There are rhymes for them, but they're not dime a dozen. Also, tricky is icky and apple and stronger, although you can rhyme 'em. It may take you longer. There's who's it and what's it, and hogwash and hooey. You try to rhyme those and your brain goes kablooey. So when writing a poem, keep one thing in mind. Avoid all the hard words and you'll do just fine. This poem is over. This poem is penned. This poem is finished. So this is the 𝓛𝓸𝓿𝓮 racked his brain. What rhymes with band? He said. Band? He tried it out. This poem is finished, so this is the band. No, that doesn't seem right. 𝓛𝓸𝓿𝓮 took a stab at it. There is pretend. This poem is finished, so this is pretend. Nah, I don't like it. 𝓛𝓸𝓿 sighed. We'll never think of a good rhyme for the end of this poem. You're right, said 𝓛𝓸𝓿𝓮. I guess we'll have to leave it unfinished. So that's what they did. And that was the end. Abu's Blues. Abu couldn't believe it. 1 second he was a monkey, then next, poof, he was an elephant. Worst of all, nobody seemed to notice that Abu wasn't thrilled about his new shape. Aladdin was too busy with his genie and the magic carpet. Abu watched as the genie waved his arms. Poof. Dozens of exotic white monkeys appeared. Then the genie conjured up a group of snake charmers. Abu wandered off, looking for space. He almost tripped over his new trunk a few times as he headed to a quiet spot. Sighing, Abu sat down. He wished he had a nice, juicy melon or a banana. Would he and Aladdin ever wander through the marketplace again, searching for a free meal? Abu scolded. Princess Jasmine, talk about trouble. That was where this had all started. Ever since Aladdin had met her, it was as if Abu didn't matter anymore. Abu. Suddenly Abu realized that someone was calling him. It was Aladdin. There you are, Abu, Aladdin cried. We were looking all over for you. Have you really been here all along? Abu glared at Aladdin suspiciously. What did he want? Was the genie going to turn Abu into something else? Maybe a big, ugly cobra for Prince Ali's new snake charmers. Come on, Aladdin said. It's almost time. Abu had no idea what Aladdin was talking about. He trumpeted at him angrily, complaining about how Aladdin didn't seem to want him around anymore. Don't be silly, Abu, Aladdin said. You're the most important one in this whole parade. Now, come over here. Ready, monkey boy? The genie said. Elephant dude. He waved his arms, and the luxurious litter suddenly appeared on Abu's back. The genie lifted Aladdin into it. Suddenly, Abu understood. He and Aladdin were at the head of the parade. Aladdin wasn't going to forget him just because he'd met other friends. Lifting his trunk proudly, Abu let out a loud trumpet and led the way toward the Sultan's palace. There was a princess waiting for them. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow.